What's up, guys? Welcome back to another MCOC Alliance War, and this war, once again, I'm bringing in Nebula, but aside from instead of Stark Spidey, I brought in Dormammu, and of course brought in Blade, so I don't have any synergies for, well, actually I do, I have Mystic synergies, but that's not the reason for bringing in Dormammu. When I scouted my path, I saw that there's a Cosmic on All or Nothing, so I have to assume the worst, that Cosmic is Hyperion. And so I'll bring in Dormammu for that fight. This fight, wasn't sure who I was going to be facing. I saw that it was a Cosmic. Thought it could have been Hyperion, or it could have been, what's her name? I'm drawing a blank right now. Medusa. But yeah, it was a pretty easy fight. It was Venom Pool, so yeah, he went down pretty quickly. Up next, saw a mutant here and checked the profile to see if I was going to see an Iceman or anything like that, but didn't see Iceman. So I actually figured that it was going to be a Cyclops. I haven't seen him on this node in a while. It's actually been a little while since I fought a Cyclops in Alliance War, but yeah, I brought in Blade once again just because I'm saving my Nebula for a later fight for the bleed node, so yeah, just didn't want to lose any damage early on before I got to that fight, just in case. Don't know how that fight's going to turn out. So up next, like I said, we got this Cosmic here, so I'm expecting Hyperion. I picked Dormammu, and I go in, and it's Angela. It's like, oh man, I could have actually brought in Stark Spidey for this war, and things would have been a lot better. But you know, it's fine. Since I'm using Dormammu, his attack is like low. I think it's actually like his crit rate or something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but he doesn't do a whole lot of damage for compared to other 4 stars rank 5s. So yeah, you see the fight's almost over. Just keep getting up to that L2, fire off the L2, get the power lock. Not even worrying too much about getting the power drain or anything like that. Very easy fight. Like I said, when I went in here, I saw that it was Angela. You know, I was kind of disappointed that I didn't bring in Stark Spidey. But yeah, so that fight, a little bit longer just because, like I said, I was using Dormammu, but yeah, overall she went down pretty easily. So up next we got a Science here, and once again I'm going to bring in Blade, even though this is a bleed immune node. You know, I just don't know if it's going to be Spidey or who. Quake I see on this node at times, but yeah, it's a Rhino. So yeah, once again, easy fight. And yeah, once again, like I said, I don't want to bring Nebula in. Nebula probably could have did more damage quicker. Actually, I'm not even sure, because I don't want to get caught blocking from a distance, and with Nebula, yeah, I would have to build up those charges, which means taking some block damage. So Rhino, you want to fight up close, try to get him up against the wall just so that he doesn't charge forward and get those unstoppable and unblockable charges. Well, actually, he's going to get unstoppable from charging, but you don't want him to get unblockable. Up next, I see this skill here, and I was actually thinking like Age of Venom, or who's the other one that I see? Punisher, which is why I like to bring in Stark Spidey for this fight. But yeah, it turned out to be Blade. I was actually surprised that it was Blade. It is just a 4-star Blade, not the 5-star. But yeah, I would expect whoever has a Blade to use him on attack, but like I said, it's a 4-star, so they probably have the 5-star in attack. You know, who knows. So yeah, I tried to finish him off here, but he was blocking and regenerating, so he was doing more regeneration than the block damage. And yeah, luckily he didn't attack me after that failed SP1. But yeah, up next, my teammate tried to go in here and take a little bit of damage off of Yondu. This is who I was expecting when I scouted my path. I was like, this is either going to be Yondu or what's his name? Green Goblin. But yeah, I was pretty much expecting Yondu, and I actually do very well in this fight. See, I'm charging up a little bit, but yeah, it's using a rank, basically rank 4 equivalent. I'm using 6-star champ, so she's a rank 1, but it's equivalent to a rank 4 5-star. You know, using that on this node, it just seems a lot easier than what I'm used to doing, which is I usually do Dormammu, and yeah, it just takes him a while to build up the damage to take this fight down. So I'm at 25 hits and already 30 hits, already past halfway, whereas if I was using Dormammu, I'd be like, he'd still have like 60% health, something like that. So basically I'm just attacking into him, baiting out that first special, trying not to actually do any blocks, any parries. Yeah, just trying to build up his power, trying to build up some charges, because you know, I was thinking about possibly getting a parry and firing those off, but yeah, didn't have to in this fight. Bait out another first special, I mean, go and do a combo and then fire off that third special. So yeah, this fight's much easier with Nebula than Dormammu. So yeah, when I'm scouting my path, if it's not like a cosmic or something, depending on who I see there, I'll probably start bringing Nebula in more than using Dormammu, relying on Dormammu, just depending on what class I see on that node. And it also depends on what class I see on the All or Nothing node. So yeah, it's like, if it's a cosmic on All or Nothing, then I'm bringing Dormammu. If it's any other class, then I'll bring in Stark Spidey. And same with that that bleed node right there. If it's a cosmic, like I said, I'm bringing in what's his name, Dormammu. But Mystic, you know, I don't know. We'll have to see. And but yeah, anyways, got this Mortal here, and yeah, he goes out pretty easily. I got Danger Sense just because I'm using Dormammu, so I'd like to still bring either Dormammu or Stark Spidey just for the or even Ghost Rider, but yeah, one of those champs just to help with the Danger Sense ability. But yeah, anyway, so on to the boss fights. So yeah, this starts off pretty rough, and basically the biggest issue with this fight is that Magic was fighting a little bit differently. You see there, got intercepted, so she dashed back. She held block for a second and then dashed in, and just overall the fight, she was just fighting so annoyingly. I was trying to find an opening to dash in and do a little bit more damage, not damage, but build her power up so that I can bait out a special. And I was just having so much trouble baiting out these specials. Looking at the time, and we're almost down 1 minute, and yeah, you see she's not even 15%. So yeah, once we get down to 1 minute, she's at 15%. I'm like, man, I gotta start moving in this fight. So try to pick up the pace. Got intercepted again. Like I said, she kept doing that. Like she's dashing back and she's not solidly holding down block. She does it sometimes, but at other times she's just like, you know, blocking and letting go. So it's really hard trying to find an opening to attack her block, trying to bait out these specials, and then, you know, she's blocking and dashing back, just having a very, very hard time baiting out these specials, and it's really throwing me off. I keep looking at the time, you know, it's halfway through and just now getting to 25% of the damage. So like I said, trying to pick up the pace again. So finally get to an L2 to fire off, get a big chunk of damage. I'm like, okay, yeah, I think I can do this. So, you know, going in, trying to back her up, trying to bait out these specials. So she starts using them a little bit more aggressively. Limbo triggers there and actually does damage. So man, I'm like, man, I got to heal up. So trying to heal up. All right, now let me bait out the special. Come on, trying to bait out special. All right, got that bait. So going in again. Trying to bait special. Yeah, she didn't do it. Alright, got it to L2. Come on, fire that off. Alright, attack. Alright, she fired that off. Looking at the time. Alright, 30 seconds left. And I fired this off. And she tripped Limbo trigger. She didn't get all the health back, but she did get a lot of it back. So yeah, less than 30 seconds. Down to 25% health. And coming up right here. So trying to bait out a special, she dashed back, she held block, and like I said, she was just the way she was blocked. She wasn't fully blocking, and messed me up there. So trying to regen some just in case Limbo triggers, and yeah, I regen too much, so I wasn't able to fire off this L2 to finish off the fight. If I would have got that L2 off, yeah, I would have been able to finish it right at the buzzer, but yeah, couldn't do it. Brought in Nebula and. She's 12%. I gotta look at it. I'll put it on the screen, but she's when under 18%, she has additional reduction, or is it I get additional boost of ability accuracy? I can't remember. I thought she has additional reduction of ability accuracy. But anyway, she triggered Limbo for you know, on the first L1. I was like. Upset about that. That's why I hate fighting her with anyone other than Blade, unless it's Gladiator Hulk. Gladiator Hulk's not that bad, but yeah, anyone else, it's just she's such a pain. Especially the way she was fighting in this one. Finally able to take her down. Took nearly a minute just to take. Actually, took a minute just to take 22,000 off of her health and. Yeah, but able to finish it off with Nebula. So yeah, you see, war's over. I didn't have to use any items, but yeah, we didn't end up winning this fight. We actually lost pretty bad. We lost in both attacker rating and diversity. It was just bad all around. I did end up number 2 in the alliance, but yeah, it doesn't matter because we didn't get to win. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.